Hello and welcome to Cardinal Langley, home of Abacus Media, for this fixture between Abacus Media and Stretford Paddock FC in the Lancashire and Cheshire Premier League. So let's dive straight into the context of what this fixture means. Stretford Paddock lie second in the table. They have the potential to go top of the league today. A win or a draw will do that because De La Salle are not playing today. And a win today would mean 6 wins on the bounce for Stretford Paddock. The situation for Abacus Media, not quite as exciting. They sit 6th in the league table. They've only lost 1 game though so far this season. So Paddock may have to put on a good display to beat them today. So let's have a look at the Stretford Paddock FC team news today. It's going to be a 4-3-3 formation. Chris Singleton starts in goal. Will Hobson makes a record-breaking 20th appearance once a ball is kicked because Cam Waters and James Oates are not in the 11 today. Hobson starts alongside Mulgrave, Shakur and Burke, making up the back 4. Sinclair, Jenkins and Adewale control the midfield, and it's that very familiar front 3 of Smith, Jones and Malloy. Here we go then. Stretford Paddock FC get this game underway. Tom Jones taking the centre kick. And there's an early chance for Abacus Media here. Chance down the middle. Strikes. Good save by Singleton. Oh, and he gathers second time of asking. Early opportunity there for the hosts. There's a good ball down the middle to release the forward, and Singleton done well to get down low. And then gather. Here's Nasser Shakur finding Tom Jones, who produces a lovely flick. Now Hobson's on his bike. Ball into the middle. Here's Malloy. Good goalkeeping. Good move from Paddock. That flick from Jones released the away team on the counter. And they were unfortunate. Here's Shakur with a long ball and a high ball into the air. And Jones can pick up the pieces. Space on the right side. Here's Malloy. Ball in the middle. Chance for Jones. Good interception. Paddock found a lot of space down that right side, and Jones's run down the middle was a good one, but the ball was just intercepted. Oh dear, and Omar Sinclair there has just gone down. You may have just missed it on the left side of your picture there. Stephen Howson's concerned, and Omar Sinclair has been knocked out cold there. And he's had to be substituted for Keen Swindles. It's not good for Sinclair. We'll report on how he's doing later on as Abacus Media try and play out from the back. Ball into the middle. Here's a chance on the left foot of Malloy. He drags it wide. Good footwork by Malloy, who took the ball down well with a good first touch. Skipped past the number 10 and dragged his shot wide. Unlucky. Space down the left side for Smith to run into. He's won it well. Chance in the middle. Ball across. Oh, good save. And again. Oh, and it's wide by Smith. I think there's a foul in there, but Smith's shot was blocked well by the goalkeeper with his legs. And then Malloy tried to scramble at home, but the referee blew up. And it wasn't given. Good turn by Smith on the right side, and Malloy's with him, so's Jones. Men in the middle, and it's a good block. There's so much pace on that Paddock front 3. As he all ran forward there. Ball at the box. Yes, Hobson! And it's in!
Come on.
Will Hobson scores on his record-breaking appearance for the most number of games played for Stretford Paddock. I must say, it's not a pretty goal. But Hobson got a header down. Jones had a swipe. And the goalkeeper made a bit of a meal of it. 1-0 Stretford Paddock. Remember last week that Keane Swindles scored from Burke's free kick. He's now on the pitch. Let's see what happens this time. And it's up into the box. Oh, and that's a handball, surely. Not given by the referee. And you can see it again there. Hits the right arm of the Abacus Media defender. You can't claim that the ball hit him too quickly or you couldn't react. That ball from Burke come from deep. And it should have been a penalty. Long by Singleton. Here's Burke. Keeping possession for Paddock. Shakur goes long. Gets a bit fortunate there, but Jones picks up the pieces. Good play by Paddock. Goalkeeper rushing out. Smith's round him. Malloy's there. And surely, and it's a goal. Excellent move by Stretford Paddock to make it 2 goals in just a few minutes. Smith was quicker than the goalkeeper, who was caught in absolute no man's land. And there was Malloy to put the ball into the back of the net. 2-0 Stretford Paddock. Nice bit of skill by HOWSON. Paddock keeping the ball just before the break. But there could be a chance for a third as Jones is unleashed. Ball across the box and caught by the goalkeeper. Paddock looking really hungry now. Their tails are up and wagging, but there's a chance for Abacus Media. Here's a number 9. Space on the left, and the volley is over. Paddock get away with that one. Good move by Abacus Media. Here's HOWSON on his bike again. Jones is in the middle. He's found Jones. It's 3. It's Paddock pandemonium just before the interval. Fantastic ball by HOWSON. And look at the determination from Jones to slide in and make it 3. Well, what an end to this half it's been. As the referee restarts play. And then blows up straight away. Paddock 3-0 to the good at the break. HOWSON, Malloy and Jones all on the score sheet.
And it was that you were being outworked, outfought and outplayed. And somehow in 3 minutes, you're 3-0 up.
You know what it is?
And I don't know how the fuck you've done it.
You know what it is? That last 15 minutes, we actually kept the ball and we moved it. And we scored from it.
Yeah. Now,
when I got on the ball in there,
we've got Tom getting a bit deeper because they've gone man-to-man and really tight with us in the centre of the pitch. It might also be that they're starting to tire a little bit, but it doesn't necessarily look like it. What I was annoyed at is that they put one of your fucking mates in hospital and your reaction was fucking wank, to be honest. Now, I can accept that you might have been rattled for half an hour.
Yeah.
You're over that now and you've got 3 goals to the good. Second half, though, you need to go out there and play with a bit of confidence, but a bit of fucking grit, lads. Because they bullied you a bit today physically, and I'm not fucking taking that. I'm upset still for the first 40 minutes of that half.
it was shit. I'm actually was shit.
It was shit.
What we got to do is simplify it in the middle. Movement and 2 touches. KO's taking about 6 touches at the moment. Just take a touch and move it on. Keno, take a touch, move it on. Boomer, take a touch, move it on. As we're working the ball quickly, we're killing it. The focus for the second half is movement and 2 touch through the middle. Beautiful. The focus has now become clean sheet FC, right? I don't care how quickly you want to move it forward. The one fucking thing you've got to die for today is a clean sheet. Because you do not fucking deserve to be 3-0 up. So you lot need to go out there with the mentality of you've got to work your fucking way back into this game. Because the performance doesn't reflect it right now. For fucking Omar's sake, because he was knocked the fuck out and he's going to need stitches, get your fucking heads in this. And I want to see you react like they've just put your fucking mate in hospital. Because it's absolutely not good enough.
There you go. You've just heard the halftime team talk from Stephen HOWSON. He wants his team to be more aggressive. He feels that the scoreline doesn't reflect Stretford Paddock's performance so far. Here's Swindles winning it back. In midfield, Jones fighting for it too. Bit scrappy in the middle. Here's Adewale. Adewale's on his bike here. Oh, and Adewale's taken out, but the goalkeeper got a touch on the ball. You get the feeling the goalkeeper might be an outfielder with a tackle like that. Play goes on. Swindles. Releases Smith, who's marching down the left side. He's got Jones and Malloy with him. Ball at the box. Here's Malloy. Good touch, and that's a penalty. That's a Stonewall penalty kick. It's a really poor tackle by the Abacus Media defender, and Malloy was clever. Took a touch to the left and then got took out. And it'll be Josh Smith to try and make it 4-0 to Stretford Paddock. Here he comes. Good penalty. Excellent penalty by Josh Smith to make it 4-0 to Paddock. And that's now 8 goals in 8 games for Josh Smith. He's been on fire this season. And here's a stat. That means that Paddock's front three of Jones, Malloy and Smith have now scored a combined 21 goals in 9 games. And they've picked up 6 assists too. So that's 27 goal contributions in 9 matches, averaging a goal or an assist each game. Quite remarkable. Here's Burke. As Abacus see it out of play. It's going to be difficult for Abacus Media now, being 4-0 down. It's very rarely you see teams come back from such a deficit. Ball lofted into the box. Still alive for Abacus Media. Swindles comes flying in. And that's a penalty kick. Swindles rushed back. And with a right leg, took out the attacker for Abacus Media. And it's a Stonewall penalty. Singleton's to the left of his goal. Ooh, and he's close. 4-1, well-dispatched penalty. And maybe Abacus Media have a chance to get back into this game.
Because the only reason it is clearing is because it can be seen as
Ball short there. Burke can intercept, but then his touch isn't a good one. Here's Swindles. Dancing past a few players well. Back to Burke. Drops the shoulder, then gets took out, but nothing given. Fair tackle in the referee's eyes.
Look inside me. Look inside. It's gone. Move.
Abacus Media definitely picking up their performance now after that first 45 minutes. Well, it kind of went wrong for them in the last few minutes of that half when they conceded all 3. Plays it wide, and it's missed by the number 16 for Abacus Media. Oh, that's poor. Air kick. And Paddock get away with it. Abacus Media definitely picking up their performance levels now. The end of the first half, poorly conceding those 3 goals just before the break. They were all over the place, really. And then, of course, Smith dispatched that penalty excellently in the first few minutes of the second period. But they've got the goal and they're looking for a second now. And that's a good tackle to clear the ball long, and the Abacus Media goalkeeper can pick things up. He's getting chased down though. Lovely spin by Jones and switched across field by Smith. And then back into the possession of the Abacus Media goalkeeper. Ball into the box. It's a high one and it's cleared. Burke puts it long. Abacus keeping up their good second half display. Quite a few balls punted forward, but Paddock blocking everything that comes their way. Space on the right side. Ball into the middle. Oh, and that's an excellent catch by Singleton. And then the referee blows up for a free kick. That was a bit cheeky from the Abacus attacker. He was never going to get there. And Singleton takes the resulting free kick. It's a good ball. Lofted forward, and there's the ball out there, which Burke will pick up and take the throw. Jenkins into Balagizi's feet.
Malik's fine.
Balagizi's brother, James Balagizi, plays for Liverpool.
Chill out, it's fine. We will.
Yeah, but they're going to just push up and now we've got fuck all.
Pete, let's pull you back a bit, mate.
There's a foul there, surely, but Paddock keeping the ball well. This is what Stephen HOWSON wants from his team, to keep the ball and be composed, but that's good play by Abacus as they run down and charge the ball out. Here's the number 16 for Abacus. Shot from range, and it's turned around by Singleton. Maybe creeping wide, but the Paddock keeper wasn't too sure. He did well to get down. And here's the resulting corner for Abacus. And it clears all the men in the box. Number 7 picks it up. That's a high one. And it's... oh, it's in! Abacus have another one back. Singleton got a hand on it. It would have been a brilliant save if he could have diverted that over the bar, but as it stands, it's now 4-2. And Swindles makes his way off the field. A high five from the manager. His day is done. As the Abacus Media goalkeeper punts it long as the hosts try and get another back. 4-3 would make this game really interesting, and the sweeper keeper for Abacus comes out again and clears things up. Ball one back in midfield.
Brilliant.
Chance on the left side. And it's easy for the goalkeeper. There's options at the back post there. As Balagizi was there, but a shot was attempted instead as Paddock try and play themselves out of danger.
This is the longest 3 minutes I've ever seen in my life.
And the header wide from the number 4. Kitchen sink time for the hosts. It looks like the 3 points are going to go to Stretford Paddock as it stands. And those 3 points would be a brilliant 3 points. It would mean Stretford Paddock go top of the Lancashire and Cheshire Premier League table. And that's exactly the way it's gone. Another win for Stretford Paddock. That's now 6 wins on the bounce. This is a team in form. A fantastic end to the first half. Saw 3 goals from HOWSON, Malloy and Jones. And then a fantastically taken penalty from Smith made it 4. Obviously not all smiles today as Omar Sinclair went off injured early on with concussion. He will be out for 2 weeks as the club concussion protocol states. So yeah, he'll be out for some time. But there is some good news as the development squad today beat top of the league 1-0. And the reserves with 7-5 victors today. Quite an incredible scoreline as Adam Ashton scored 4 and Paul Arrowsmith got 3. So a double hat-trick in that game. And of course, if you want to come down to Stretford Paddock, if you want to be involved in this terrific, exciting journey, come on down to Nichols Community Football Centre from 6 till 7 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Come and speak to a coach and I'm sure we can get you involved. But for now, I've been Ethan James. Thanks for joining.
I guess there's positives to be able to pick up results that you maybe don't deserve. It's obviously better to pick up results that you don't deserve than have performances where you deserve to win and don't. I'd take that over that. But ultimately, your results follow your performances more or less. If you can get lucky by picking up wins that you don't deserve for a few weeks, you'll eventually start getting what you deserve. And I think that's been the case with our positive performances. Today we rode our luck. Next week we'll be having a good performance again. We'll make sure of that.
What do you think the issues were today? Was it just lack of intensity or system or something?
Yeah, my half-time team talk, and I was annoyed with them that they didn't let me have it, to be honest. They were outworked, they were outplayed, they were outfought, and those are non-negotiables. Those are the KPIs that we look for in any half, is that the first thing that we do is outwork a team, and we didn't do that today. I thought it was a bit disjointed in the middle. I just thought it was an overall poor performance from Paddock, and we could do better. The speed at which we got the goals was a positive, and the fact that we were clinical when we had those opportunities is the reason that we've come away with the 3 points today. That's the only positive to take out of this. The link-up play in the final third and how deadly we were when we got a chance is the only thing that we can take out of this that we can say we're happy with.
Okay, Booba, your first start, and Will, of course, now record appearance holder, taking over from Cam, I think.
Yeah.
So that'll be a bit of bragging rights there. We'll start with you, Will. Was that probably your best performance of the season so far?
I don't think it was, to be honest. I think I had better performances than that. I had a good 10-15 minute spell towards the end of the first half. I think the whole team did, and that's what got us out with jail. I think the whole team performance was a bit poor, to be honest. All game, I think Abacus will be coming away a bit disappointed that they didn't get anything from that game. We know we scored 4 goals. We made bloody hard work of it. We should have seen the game out of 4-0. But yeah, I think we got lucky today. It's good, like I said, like Steve said, with that 10-15 minute spell we played well and we was clinical, and luckily that got us over the line in the end.
Talking about goals, it was a bit dubious, but I think fair to say you've probably got your first goal for the club today. How does that feel?
It's actually my second goal. I scored last season, yeah, but I don't know, it happened so quick. It hit my face, and then I think it might have hit one of the Abacus players on the way in, but I'll take them all day long if I'm going to give them. So I'll take
your
it.
first this season.
Yeah, first this season.
We've been waiting for quite a while to
yeah, it's a long time coming. I had a couple ruled out, but I told everyone it's going to come soon, and luckily it did today, and I'm glad it helped the team to the line.
Booba, of course, one of the new signings this season. How have you found it fitting in with the lads and playing with the team?
Yeah, I'm quite happy playing with the team. Yeah, they're all good, they're all nice. Yeah, and I communicate well with them. So yeah.
And in terms of the coaching and stuff, how have you been finding learning from the other lads and Steve, Pete, and Josh?
It's good. I've learned a lot from when I've been here. I've learned a lot. Yeah. Before all I do is rapid playing, running around. So I'm starting to learn new tactics now. Yeah, new ways to move the game forward. Yeah.
And how did you find the match today?
Oh, it was quite good. So we could have done well, but yeah, we got the results. It doesn't matter that we win, get 3 points, but we could have done well. Yeah.
Right, that's all good.
So,
yeah,
nice.